I made this video in response to allegations made by anti-Hungarians, mainly Romanian nationalists, that I am spreading propaganda on YouTube. Well, that's a lot of crap to deal with, but here we go. You chauvinists go ranting on and on about truth and propaganda. In my experience, people who consider themselves fighting against spreading propaganda by spreading the truth are in fact spreading their own propaganda. Don't assume that I think more of the current Hungarian leaders in Transylvania than you, because I have equal low opinion on both of you. The fact is, you are just frustrated. Now, a little about me. My name is Attila. My real name is Attila. I have lived in the United States, the UK, and then in Australia. I currently reside in Marosvásárhely for the last 6 years, so you know where I live. For the past 5 years, one of my hobbies is studying historical truth, or at least a historical event from more sides. Okay, I won't go into detail with these chauvinist rantings, as each of our native countries had done propaganda in its own way. So pelting it with mud is sort of pathetic, not to mention rude. Now, the Romanians say that the name in Latin Transylvania is their own creation. Well, that said, it is well known that Hungarian as a language started to be used very late in official documents, Latin being preferred for a long time. In the 13th century, all the Magyar nobility was using Latin for official matters and Hungarian for dealing with the common folk. A bit like French and English were used for a while in England after the Norman conquest. However, using of Latin names is sort of inadequate and would also detract from the mod's flavour. Who'd want a Europe sounding like the Roman Empire? So I believe that the using of names for the area that was at the time ruled by Hungarian kingdom should have Hungarian names. That stands for Transylvania, Erdély, as well, which the Romanian chauvinists should know as well was also inhabited before the Dacians, Romans, Slavs, Huns or Magyars passed through. Now you are all free to use your imagination and to pass normal boundaries of what you are being taught is right or wrong. We can wipe out through leaving the propaganda they were trying to implement in our brains. For instance, the Romanian propaganda kept teaching us in Transylvania that Hunor János was half Hungarian, but they forgot to tell us that Wallachia was originally founded by the Hungarian kingdom using Kun settlers until Bessarab, I acknowledge as the first Wallachian voivode of Kumik or Kun origins, beat up Károly de Anjou at Posada in 1330, ending Hungarian rule, direct rule in Wallachia, which still continued, by the way, in a more irregular vassality for until the fall of the Hungarian kingdom. Another thing our propaganda forgot to tell us was that Hunyadi had Vlad Tepes's father executed, face scalping, a rather unpleasant way of killing someone, but very effective. Only to have Tepes, the one the Americans called Dracula, later imprisoned at Visegrad to return 12 years later to Wallachia, Havasföld, with, get this, a Hungarian army. A Hungarian army, not a Wallachian army, not a Romanian army, given by Corvinus, Hunyadi's son, and get the country back from the Turks. The ways of history are very contorted, my YouTubing friends, and will never be completely open to us. You see, history was always written by the winning side, especially if the side could write. See the Roman conquest of Dacia, which has only the Roman side of the story, since the barbarian Dacians were busy rather fighting, drinking, womanizing, than concording documents. Anyway, till the next video, my propagandist friends, have a good day.